everybody, it's Charisma of Charisma's Corner, and we are in the Little Pink Barn once again. And today is another banana split series template. Template series, I guess, would be the thing. I created this template to use jelly rolls, and I have created 16 patterns so far to go with that. Back several videos ago, I gave you a tutorial on how to use these. I've been putting out periodical videos to show you the various patterns, and they're all very versatile, but great for scraps, great to use those jelly rolls that have been sitting on your shelf, and this one is no exception. This is dump cake, and I've given all the banana split series names all sorts of desserts, and dump cake sounds kind of terrible, I guess, if you don't know what it is, but it's a cake that you dump all the ingredients in a pan and you just cook it. And there's so many available recipes for that, and it's a dessert that we make all of the time, and I love all different kinds of them. And so I just couldn't not use it because it kind of has a weird sounding name because it's just something that we eat a lot. And in this one, I used a strip set from Benartex that has 40 different colored strips of all of their superior solids, and then I chose a dark gray. But for the sample, I'm going to show you with a white background because I think this would be beautiful in different creams and whites and different background colors. So you can think about that as you're going through your stash. Brown, taupe, oatmeal, any of those colors would be a great constant in this, and then they can let your scraps shine or your jelly roll shine. So you can think about that. And then as we get started here, so my constant is white in this, and all you have to do is the same thing that we do with all of our banana split templates, is take 2 of your strips from your jelly roll, strip roll, scrap bucket, and sew 2 strips together like this. Then you'll want to press those, and I try to press to the dark. Some people press open, you know, it's personal preference. So I have my strip set here pressed like this to the dark, and then you're going to cut sections out of each of those, and all of that goes pretty quickly once you kind of break open that roll and start sewing them, because you can just chain piece those and get those done. So then after you get your sections cut, this is when the template comes into play. You're also in your pattern, the instructions tell you how many triangles that you need for the constant color, your background color. And for this pattern, we are only going to use angle A. You don't have to keep track of the different angles A and B. You're just going to use A, which is super nice. And in the template, there's a dashed line that shows you exactly where to line that up on our little section so you can get the cuts that you need. So I line up this corner on my little patch here, and then I line up that seam, and it tells me exactly where to cut, which is super nice. Okay, so now I'm just going to cut all of my A's and start process. Oops, forgot to do that. And start the process of gaining those triangles from my jelly rolls. And then after you do that, you will then pair them up with your background triangle and you will sew those. I'm just going to go ahead and sew both of these together. You can, again, it goes pretty quickly because you can just chain stitch all of these. You want to line up that corner. And But now essentially all we are doing is making a 9-patch block with our triangles. Go ahead and put that one down there. And we'll need 30 of these blocks to make this quilt, which is 60 by 72. But of course, you know, if you're using scraps, you can just make as many blocks as you need to get the size that you want. But this is what our block is going to look like after we sew it together. And then it's really just about arranging the blocks to get the desired layout that you want. So I kind of picture this like one of those log cabin quilts. Really, you can lay the orientation any way that you want, but I love this modern look where we have this like extra large chevron, offset chevron going on. I love that type of a design. So the possibilities are really endless with this. And I'm just going to go ahead and start sewing these together. Okay, and so now I need to press them, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to press this out, and then I'll press those in so that I can nestle the seams. I try to nestle as much as possible. Which means I can't always press to the dark, but I just make a decision. Here's our dump cake block. Thank you for joining me today. I hope that you will grab your banana split template. And in fact, I should also tell you that you don't have to have the template for any of these patterns. There is a paper one included in all of the patterns, so you do not have to have it, but it just made it easier to cut for me anyway, so that's why I created it. But if you like any of these patterns, please like and share. I am trying to build up my YouTube, and you are part of that. So thank you so much and have a great day. Bye.